Power punchers, or as many call them, knockout artists, hold a special place in MMA, capable of turning the tide in a fight with a single devastating blow, which makes for a very interesting contest. These 10 fighters have cemented their names as the biggest punchers in MMA history. From heavyweight juggernauts to lightning-fast lower division strikers, prepare to delve into their explosive careers, where their thunderous fists and knockout prowess have left a lasting impact on the sport. I'm Scott from Fight Game Insider, and this is the 10 biggest punchers in MMA history. Anthony "Rumble" Johnson. Anthony "Rumble" Johnson, as American MMA phenom, is a real fan favorite due to all of his inspiring knockouts. Throughout his career, Johnson's fights have been recognized by his scary strikes that have left opponents stunned and unable to continue, solidifying his reputation as a fearsome striker in the sport. A memorable moment in Johnson's journey came at UFC 202 in 2016, where he fought Glover Teixeira. Right from the start, Johnson showcased his lightning-quick hands and devastating punches, landing a barrage of powerful blows that rocked Teixeira. In a display of sheer force, Johnson swiftly finished the fight in the first round, leaving no doubt about his knockout artist status in the light heavyweight division. In another remarkable showdown, Johnson clashed with Alexander Gustafsson at UFC on Fox 14 in 2015. Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is the human highlight reel. Known for his aggressive punching power, Gaethje has showcased his knockout ability throughout his career in both amateur and professional bouts. He possesses incredible strength in his hands and can generate explosive power with his punches. Gaethje's punching power is attributed to several factors. Firstly, he has a solid foundation in wrestling, which helps him generate power from his lower body and transfer it into his punches. This core strength, combined with his natural athleticism and desire to move forward, enables him to deliver devastating blows. Furthermore, Gaethje possesses an aggressive car crash style that no other fighter in the entire promotion can lay claim to. Dan Henderson. Henderson's H-bomb right hand was a testament to his sheer knockout power. He always could land the perfect punch, often delivered with precision timing that could render opponents unconscious. Throughout his career, Henderson faced some of the sport's biggest names, straight-up killers like Wanderlei Silva, Michael Bisping, and Mauricio Shogun Rua. His right hand played a key role in many of his victories, with iconic knockouts etching his name in MMA history. Henderson's knockout power was not limited to his right hand alone. His left hook and ground and pound strikes also were part of his arsenal. Retiring from professional MMA in 2016, Henderson's legacy as a knockout artist is undeniable. His ability to deliver fight-ending blows, particularly with his right hand, solidifies his status as one of the most feared and respected fighters in the sport. Igor Vovchanchyn. Igor Vovchanchyn's power was something legendary. He was known for his impressive fighting style, non-stop pressure, and ability to finish fights with his striking. Vovchanchyn had a natural gift for generating power in his punches. Despite his compact stature, he possessed exceptional punching technique and timing. His shots were known for their precision, speed, and explosive force. Vovchanchyn often gave the fans devastating knockout highlights, leaving his opponents unconscious or unable to continue. Throughout his career, Vovchanchyn racked up an impressive number of knockout victories, earning him the reputation as a feared striker. He competed in various organizations, including Pride Fighting Championships, and faced numerous notable opponents. Some of his notable knockout wins include victories over Gary Goodridge, Francisco Bueno, and Enson Inoue, to name a few. Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis, also known as the Black Beast, is one of the hardest fights you can get if you compete in the UFC heavyweight division. Lewis is widely recognized for his huge punching power and has become one of the most feared knockout artists in the sport. Lewis has incredible power in his punches. Just so you get an idea, Lewis weighs around 260 pounds. He has a strong and imposing frame that allows him to deliver significant force behind his strikes. Derek's knockout power is noticed in almost all his fights, as he has recorded a ton of highlight reel knockouts throughout his career. One of Lewis' notable traits is his ability to get the win in the later rounds of a fight, even when he may be losing on the scorecard. The interesting thing about Derek is that outside of the octagon, he's a really funny guy. With that being said, you don't want to be facing off with him from across the octagon, as Derek holds the most knockouts in UFC history for a reason. Shane Carwin. Carwin was known for his breathtaking punching power, which played a key role in his success inside the octagon. Carwin had tremendous knockout power, often overwhelming his opponents with his violent striking. Carwin's punching power was mostly seen in his early UFC career. During his first 7 professional fights, he finished all of his opponents in the very first round, with all victories coming through knockout or TKO. One of his most memorable fights was against former heavyweight champion Frank Mir, when he displayed his power by landing a series of heavy blows that ended up in a first-round knockout victory. Although Carwin's career was cut short due to bad injuries, the power in his hands and aggressive style made him a huge threat in the heavyweight division, and will always be one of those what-if careers. Fedor Emelianenko. Emelianenko's punching power was discovered very early in his career. Even though he didn't have the most polished technique, he had a natural ability to punch hard and send his opponents to the shadow realm. His strength and explosiveness allowed him to deliver devastating blows that could drastically change the outcome of a fight. One of Emelianenko's most impressive knockout victories was against former UFC heavyweight champion Andrei Arlovski. During this fight, Emelianenko landed a powerful right hand that knocked Arlovski out cold. But this win is just one example of Emelianenko's ability to end fights with his striking. Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell, also known as the Iceman, is an American MMA legend, celebrated for his exceptional punching power and thrilling knockout victories. As a former UFC light heavyweight champion, Liddell's ability to land devastating strikes, particularly his signature overhand right, made him one of the most recognizable and feared fighters in the sport. Liddell's overhand right was his trademark strike, often delivered with remarkable accuracy and stunning power. This punch could change the course of a fight in an instant, as opponents struggled to withstand its impact. Throughout his career, Liddell engaged in thrilling battles against some of the sport's biggest names, including Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture, and Wanderlei Silva. His knockout victories over these notable opponents further solidified his reputation as a knockout artist, and established him as one of the most dominant fighters of his time. Alex Pereira. Pereira gained widespread recognition after defeating Israel Adesanya in kickboxing. Adesanya, who later transitioned to MMA and became the UFC middleweight champion, faced Pereira twice in kickboxing bouts, and Pereira emerged victorious on both occasions. Pereira's punching power played a significant role in his victories over Adesanya. Pereira's left hook is famous for its knockout power and precision. When he throws this punch, it sends his opponent straight to nap time. His technique and timing are impeccable, allowing him to land this shot with pinpoint accuracy on his opponent's chins, often leading to scary knockouts. When he finally met Adesanya in the octagon, he used this deadly weapon to secure his third combat sports victory over Style Bender. Pereira's power comes from his precision technique, speed, and ability to generate force through his whole body, along with being genuinely massive for the middleweight division. Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, the Cameroonian French heavyweight sensation, is known for his mind-boggling punching power that has left the MMA world in awe. Ngannou's punches pack an extraordinary amount of force, earning him the moniker of the Predator, and establishing him as one of the most feared knockout artists in the sport. With a chiseled physique of monstrous proportions, Ngannou's raw strength is currently unmatched and defies the term kiss of death. His punches have been measured to deliver 96 horsepower, which is equal to getting hit by a Ford Escort at high speed. Ngannou's most notable demonstration of his insane power came in his fight against Alistair Overeem at UFC 218 in 2017. In a split second, Ngannou launched a ferocious left uppercut that connected flush on Overeem's chin, sending him soaring through the air and crashing to the mat in a chilling knockout. The sheer impact of Ngannou's punch reverberated throughout the MMA community, solidifying his status as one of the sport's most terrifying knockout artists. And that's about it for today's video. If there's any fighters you think deserve to be on this list, be sure to let us know in the comments. And until next time, see ya!